right, hocus pocus.
Everybody focus.
All right, what do you predict will happen in the fox and the goat? Grace, what do you think will happen?
I think we'll be like the fox where the fox dresses up like a goat and tries to get the goat.
Okay, so maybe our fox will dress up like the goats and go in their pen to eat them. Lily?
It might be like fox and the stork, and they might be friends, and they might trick each other.
All right, maybe they're going to trick each other. Matthew, last one.
They're probably going
become friends. Now, Fox and the Goat is a fable. Remind me what we know about fables. What is the main thing that when I hear the word fable, Kennedy, should pop into mind?
like if you know a fable, you should think of like furry animals.
Alright, so I'm going to have characters as my animals. Megan, what else? It's going to be real short. John? They're going to teach me a lesson. Alright, so that's our focus. We talked one time about how characters change from the beginning of the story to the end of the story can give us a lesson, and that was with Molly Lou Mellon. That wasn't really a fable, it was an actual story. Here with the fable, we're going to use the plot or the events that happen to help us come up with our moral. So as you're reading, you don't need a pencil right now. As you are reading along with me, be thinking about how the actions can lead to my lesson, or my moral. Okay? Alright? It says, a fox fell into a well and could not get out again. After a long time, a thirsty goat came by. The goat thought the fox had gone down to drink, so he asked if the water was good. The finest in the country, said the fox. Jump in and try it. The goat jumped in and began to drink. The fox quickly jumped onto the goat's back and leaped out of the well. The goat now saw what trouble he had gotten into and begged the fox to help him out. But the fox was already on his way to the woods. If you had had as much sense as you have beard, he said as he ran, you would have been more cautious about finding a way to get out again before you jumped in. So, let's talk. There's this sentence in here I'm a little confused about. If you had as much sense as you have beard. What? Do goats have a beard?
No.
Naughty, what does that mean? The goats have a what? Alright, it's kind of like some figurative language here, right? So, how many of you all have seen a goat?
Everybody has seen a goat.
I just asked if you have seen a goat. Now, goats have some hair that hangs down underneath their chin, like a beard. You don't picture an actual human beard right now on a goat. I need you sitting, Emily, and not walking around. So you can put down for being a distraction. Alright, so they don't have an actual human beard. They do have hair hanging down. Now, alright, so it's saying if you had as much sense as you have beard. What does sense mean here? Is it like my five senses?
No.
Kennedy, what does sense mean in here?
Sense means like smart.
Right. Okay, so if you had as much smarts as you have beard, you would have been more cautious about finding a way to get out again before you jumped in. So what's he saying there? If you had as much smarts as you have beard. Chase, what does he say?
Say he had like a long beard. If he had a brain bigger than your beard.
Exactly. So he's saying you have this really long beard, this really long hair hanging down. And if you were as smart as your beard is long, you wouldn't be stuck in this well, right? Okay, so that's what that's saying right there. Because when I first read that, I was kind of like, wait, what? What does that mean? So, at first I was like, what? I had to go back and reread it. Yeah, and then I was like, okay, yeah, here it's like some figurative language. Comparing how smart he is to the length of his beard, right? Now, I told you we're going to talk about the plot here and how it's going to lead to our theme. So please take out your reading journal, please, and open to the next blank page. Next blank page. All right. At the top, this is what we're going to write. At the top, we're going to make a T-chart, 2 columns.
Like clean paper.
On the one side, we're going to write plot, which is what happened. Friends, this is to be done in your reading journal. I'm not sure why everyone is back there getting paper. Alright? So at the top, you are writing plot, what happened. I have said yes, you can sharpen it.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is.
Friends, we have been here 2 hours and already all the pencils are broken. Ridiculous. You need to be not breaking these pencils. Alright, on the left side, you are writing plot, which is what happens. On the other side, you are writing theme, or the moral. And that is the big idea, what you want to learn. Alright, so that's what you should have written at the top. My Hummer, stop. Now, under the section where it says plot, that's where I want to write what happened in the story. I don't want to take the whole story and write it there again. I just want to do a quick, short summary and put it in my own words. Who thinks they can put this summary into their own words? Peyton?
The fox fell into the hole. First the fox fell into the hole. Then the goat came and asked the water. The fox said yes. So he got in the water. The fox got on his back, got out, and said, told him to be as wise as his word.
Alright, so in our story we have the fox is stuck in a well. Alright. Then the goat jumps in. Next, the fox jumps out,
Wait, what?
leaving the goat behind. Manaya, you call out again, you will look down. Alright? So the fox is stuck in the well. Then the goat jumps in. Next, the fox jumps out, leaving the goat behind. Alright? That's just a quick retell of what happened. If you want to word it a little bit differently, you certainly can. Jamie? You don't need to ask. You just do it. Just do it. All right? No, we're not even on the moral yet. You just write the plot. All right. Now, based on these actions, I should probably add the goat is now stuck. So, based on these actions in our story, we want to come up with some kind of moral or lesson. Alright, and we made a list before of some common lessons and morals, like slow and steady wins the race, we know. Work hard and you'll be rewarded. Things like that are some common morals that we have learned and talked about. But I want to talk about here how these actions are going to lead us to a moral. So talk with your shoulder buddy. How can I use my actions here to come up with a lesson? So what do you think? How do the actions What's the big action that's happening? You're jumping into the water. So I want to use that jumping in my morals. That's not the case right now. Water. So yeah, that jumping in, and then he got stuck. Right, so how can I come up with a lesson about jumping in? Alright, Hope, mac and cheese. Everybody freeze. What is the main action that's in this story that I should probably be using in my lesson, Chase?
When the fox got stuck in the well, the sheep jumped.
Well, okay, so the jumping into something. The sheep, the goat, and the fox both jumped into the well, right? So they're jumping in. So your lesson should include something about jumping into things and what happens when you do that. All right? Listen again. Because our main action, Lily, is about jumping into things, use that idea, jumping into things, and what the outcome is. That's going to help you generate your lesson, your theme. Now talk with your buddy. Okay, well, what does that mean? Use your face. So what? Well, is it, do they really right? Okay, so they weren't, okay, so it's not that it was bad. Alright, hands in the air, ready to share. Alright, when you tell me your lesson, I want you to use the words like jumping into something blank. Alright, or because you jump into something blank. Peyton, what do you think? Well, there really wasn't anything hidden in here her trying to deceive anybody.
Yeah, but
So-
the fox jumped in. But the fox
He didn't trick him though. They asked if the water was good, and the water could have been delicious. He's not tricking him by dressing up as anything, or he's not trying to actively trick him. All right? We said our big action here was this jumping into stuff. Nadia. Okay, so he jumped into this, and then he had a problem, and he didn't have a what? Okay, so don't jump into things without having a solution. Okay. Sit, please. Don't touch his seat. All right. Kennedy, what did you and James talk about?
We talked about how when the fox said the water was delicious and that the goat should get in, we thought that the moral could be that next time just if they say to do something, jump.
Okay, so before you jump, think about it. Okay, John, Kennedy, and Maddie, Jamie, last one. Okay, so think before you do things, kind of building off of Nadia's and Kennedy's, yes. So, the lesson that goes with this story is look before you leap, right? Look before you jump into something. How many of you have heard that one before? You probably have. That's one of those other common ones that we know. So we can go ahead now and take that and put it into our own words like Jamie and Nadia and Kennedy did, right? I need you to, so we can say, don't jump without thinking or having a plan. Alright, because the goat went ahead and jumped in and he didn't think about it. He just went right in for it. He didn't have a plan. And then he ended up being stuck. Have you guys ever had a time, raise your hand, where you haven't thought about the consequences of your choice and you just went ahead and did it?
Yeah.
Alright? For example, I really needed to get caught up on my TV shows, so I just kept watching and watching and watching them, trying to get caught up, and then I realized it was midnight. I didn't think ahead and go, oh, I should probably stop at this time so I can go to sleep and get a good night's rest, because now the next day, I'm going to be tired. Serena, was there a time that you jumped in without thinking?
When we went to the pool.
I'm going to ask Serena to wait, because I asked her to share, not everybody.
When I went in the pool in summertime, I jumped even before even my mom said try it out to see if I can swim in the pool.
And what happened?
And I drowned.
Okay, so you were having a struggle, right? You didn't think that through. Oh, wait a minute. I've never swam in this deep of water. Maybe I should get some help first.
But then I got back in the 3 feet, and then I tried to look in the video without jumping, and I could swim in the 4 foot.
Lily, last one.
I was on the playground and I wasn't thinking about it. I just ate food and I slid on my belly on the slide. I slid on my belly on the slide and I threw up.
All right. So, what I want you, friends, I don't need tattles. I need you focused on my lesson. We have a second fable on the board. So what I need you to do is with your shoulder buddy, try what we just did. I want you to read it. Then I want you to fill in the part where it talks about the plot. Then Based on those actions that happen, you will come up with a moral, or a lesson, or a theme. Start reading with your shoulder buddy.
So, read number 1 out loud. Read number 3 down, read number 4. So we'll both read number 5 again. Okay. A wolf had been
By yourself.
on his own. The wolf had to be taken, and the wolf had been left in
Let's get reading.
about in a wolf's coat. The place, but he did what it was after